Alright, gotta get the right music up here, not the wrong music. And bingo, I think it's playing. Welcome one and everyone to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Episode, what is it, 308? I think it may be, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let me tell the world we're streaming. Streaming live, episode 308 of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Come for the fun, stay for the beards. And I did say plural beards there because I'm assuming I'm not the only one in the chat right now. I know Andy the DK is growing a beard. So it's not just me. There we go. There, now the world knows. Now to get my chats up, and to see if people are actually talking to me. Ugh. There we go, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so good to see you all today. We've got Black Shawarma, Imagine Justin, Old Ironbark, Cute Little Hardcore Kitten, Madman Max, Floke Sosen, Gentleman Badger, Andy the DK, Jonath, Dragon Exile, Ghoulbreath, Baldox, everyone is here. Elizabeth, sorry if I missed your name, it's hard for me to read absolutely everyone's. Jonath, Fedoro Gregoro, alright, I'm done reading names. Good to see you, one and everyone. I'm so glad you're here today. We have a lot of fun ahead of you today. We're going to be playing some Hearthstone today. The Tavern Brawl has changed, so there's an entire new Tavern Brawl adventure ahead of us. What could it be? Who knows? You'll have to wait and see. Or open up a tab in Google Chrome and search for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I sound a little bit hoarse today. Not because I'm sick in any way. Ooh, I forgot to turn on all my stage lights. I'm not sick in any way, but I have spent the past couple of days performing for a company that's producing a series of courses on marketing. And they flew me out of town to not only create a course, but to stand in front of a camera and talk. I was giving the course. And so I spent the last 2 days, 8 hours each day, on my feet in a really hot studio with lights blazing down on me in the middle of Vancouver, Canada, in a suit, dripping sweat, talking with my full diaphragm voice thing, like I talk right now, going. And by the end of the second day, my voice had gone. But thankfully, the guys who put this entire thing on were kind enough to provide me with beers. So at the end of every evening, we went out and had some nice beers, and that made it all worthwhile. So if you're willing to accept beers as a form of payment, you can go far in the world. But you can still tell a little bit by listening to my voice that there's just a little bit going on there. It's still a little tired. I did a lot of talking yesterday, but I'm recuperating well. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming close to the new endeavor, or New Horizons, that was called. The Pluto. You know, the mission, Pluto. Did I really lose it? I had it up here. Oh! New Horizons, that's right. At 18 days away for New Horizons, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really excited about this. I have high expectations because I know, I heard stories. Oh, that's a lot of scotch today. All right. I heard stories of my parents witnessing the moon landing. And my grandfather was involved in it. And I really want to be part of something big like that. So 18 days until New Horizons reaches the orbit of Pluto, and they're going to be broadcasting that encounter live to the world on NASA television. And even though Pluto is no longer a planet, technically, It's a quick-propelled object. I'm still excited. What I really hope doesn't happen. This is what I hope does not happen. I hope that they don't have a bunch of filming of Mission Control. A bunch of guys clapping and cheering and hugging each other. It's great. I'd rather get live footage from Pluto. Now, I don't know if the technology that they shipped to Pluto was even at that stage. Will we be seeing live footage from Pluto, or are they just going to show us photographs? I hope not. That really kills it for me. We got live footage from the surface of the moon, and I want, in 2015, live footage from the orbit of Pluto. Is that too much to ask? Baldock says the probe will fly past Pluto, not go into orbit. No. They are going into orbit. I mean, I don't know if it's just going to fly past first and then come back and go into orbit, but it is going to go into orbit. I remember reading that it's going to go into orbit way into the exosphere and then slowly decrease in distance until it's right up. They're going to be getting layer and layer and layer of map of the surface of Pluto so that they can get the entire planet in multiple different resolutions. I remember reading that. So it's not just a flyby, it is an actual, they're going into orbit, and I'm really excited. I'm excited about that. Greg Hartung says, hey, if a Pluto landing is broadcasted worldwide, I'd say Pluto still matters to NASA. Hey, they made this decision back when Pluto was still a planet, then they launched the satellite, and then they decided it's no longer a planet, so, anyway, I'm excited about it. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Bottoms up. Ooh, it's a warm Scotch. Ooh-wee. Black Trauma says the moon thing wasn't that big of a deal. Gemini was better. Shwarma, are you pulling out your professional troll hat? I do think the moon landing is pretty amazing. Derp Knight Gaming says, Hail, hail, Ox. Sorry I'm late. I'm having some internet issues. That's okay, my friend. Glad you made it. Alright, Old Ironbark says, Pluto just isn't a planet. Doesn't mean it isn't an interesting dwarf planet. Well, that's true. It's one of the few dwarf planets that we know of that has multiple moons. I mean, it has its own moons. Charon is the biggest moon, of course. Alright, one big announcement, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be changing, either this week or sometimes next week, I'm going to be changing the way the chat system works. So right now I've got two chats up here. I've got the Twitch TV chat, and I've got the old live stream chat that I have had on scotchandsmokerings.com for a very long time. I will eventually be migrating to one chat system, and I'm going to be choosing the twitch.tv chat for that. Now, that will require those of you who do not have Twitch accounts to sign up for a free Twitch account in order to talk in the chat. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have done a whole bunch of changes to the Twitch chat to make it really neat, right? So for those of you who don't go to Twitch to watch the show, subscribers get a little bowler hat next to their name once they subscribe, and so you get to see a long list of bowler hats next to their names. Goldbrad says, no more Scotch and Smoke Rings chat. No, of course there will be a Scotch and Smoke Rings chat. I will simply be powering it with Twitch. So if you want, you can still go to scotchandsmokerings.com, click show, and chat directly from the website. That will still exist. The only difference is that the chat box is going to be powered by Twitch instead of live stream. Additionally, I'm using a bunch of anti-spam protocols in place now that have been working fairly well, but they only work with Twitch chat right now. They don't work with live stream. So I'm not doing it right now. We're still having both chats for this show at least. It'll probably take me a few days, if not a few weeks, honestly, because I tend to postpone things. It'll be a while, but I'm eventually going to merge the two chats into one Twitch chat, and that way you have subscribers have all of the benefits that go along with being a subscriber, including custom emoticons, which are coming, a badge, which is a derby hat that appears next to your name, We're going to have the mods consolidated. We're going to have an anti-spam system working the chat. It's going to be a better system for all. Fedoro Gregoro says, my Twitch alias isn't the same, and it doesn't have the same jingle as my current alias. Can you change it? I'm not sure. Well, if you'll have to let us all know. We're not making the change immediately, but for those of you who don't have the same aliases on Twitch as you do on Scotch and Smoke Rings, you'll have to let us know what your new alias is, so that we all can understand. So that we don't miss you. So that we don't lose you. Derp Knight Gaming says, well, since you're merging the old chats, you can still call me Andy the DK. Great. I'm gonna have a hard time connecting the dots. I really will. So great. Derp Knight Gaming is Andy the DK. All right, I'm gonna have to remember Andy the DK. Andy the DK. Okay. Hey, Derp Knight Gaming is Andy the DK. All right. I think I got it. It's coming along slowly but surely. Additionally, man, I got hit by some allergies when I was in Vancouver. I don't know what it was, but I was sitting out on the balcony of my hotel room smoking a cigar, and then I felt nature enter my sinuses. Nature invaded me. And suddenly my sinuses started producing all of these anti-nature fluids. And it was horrible. And it was just dripping out of my face. And then I woke up the next day and I had a scratchy throat and red eyes, and it was just too much nature in my face. So nature, I'm suffering from nature right now. But I'll get over it. Scotch will do the trick. Cheers. Gentleman Badger says, I am no longer Gentleman Badger. I am now the Gentleman Badger. That might be a trick. If you need to make a new Twitch name, just call yourself the old live stream chat name. Imagine Justin says, oh, that's right, Oxhorn. Don't forget to introduce your book, The Tale of Cloran Hastings. Why, thank you. It's sitting over there on my bookshelf. I should have brought it over for the show, but I forgot. If you're on Twitch, I made a whole bunch of changes. I don't know if you can see them, but I added little cigars. Of course I did. I changed the about section of the channel. So if you go to the channel and scroll down, you're going to see chat rules, right? So last week we got a donation. It was a $100 donation. It was very kind, and but because that person didn't understand the chat rules, they swear it in chat and got banned by one of our mods. Of course. Well, he didn't take kindly to that, and so he contacted me and wanted a refund for his donation. And so I gave it to him. But moral of the story is that I needed to clearly show off my chat rules, which is what I've done. So if you go to the Twitch TV channel page for Scotch and Smoke Rings, you're going to see a nice box with all of our chat rules. You're going to see a bunch of classy links to everything related to the program, including where to go to leave a voice recording. By the way, if you haven't done your voice recording, do it now so that I can get it on the show. Where to go to join our Facebook group. A list of all of my websites in the Oxhorn network. Just a bunch of great stuff. A rig setup of the rig that I recommend for streaming and gaming and all of that jazz. Lots of goodness on the Twitch TV landing page. And it's got a huge cigar theme. Dragon Exile says, Rufflemouth, thank you for your money. Here, have a band in return. It's pretty much how it ended. The guy says, I'm not used to experiencing such lack of respect. And I'm like, ah. Well, you shouldn't have used the C word then, my friend. Alright, check. Used to check. But for those who don't know our invented swear words, I have them listed in a handy little list on this Scotch and Smoke Rings page, so that we don't have this issue again. Today I am smoking an Onyx Nightfall cigar. This is one of the last ones in my batch that Cigar Ox sent, and I'm really excited. I was saving this for last because I don't believe I've had this particular one before, and I do like dark Churchills. Which is exactly what this is, my friends. Cute Little Hardcore Kitten says, I find that funny, to be honest. Yeah, me too. It was pretty great. He got all upset. I unbanned him, but then he got all upset in the chat. Chief Smash says, by the way, classy thespian Patrick McNee passed away today. He was somewhat known for his bowler hat and stylish ways, so I thought the news relevant. Why, thank you, Chief Smash. Chief Smash. We will all be doing a bit of Googling about Patrick McNee later today. Black Shrummer says, you know, some Twitch donators do it just so they supposedly are quote-unquote exempt from the law. And absolutely, you know, I definitely don't want there to be a rule for some people and not a rule for others. So, donator or not, we still must follow the rules. Hey, the Gentleman Badger just subscribed. Cheers to you, Gentleman Badger. Bottoms up, my friend. See, that's another new thing. I'm getting professional here. This is becoming a serious, legit stream, ladies and gentlemen. Oxhorn has officially become a Twitcher. No, there is no rule for some and no rule for others. But we also do not want to be tyrants, my friends. We want to make sure that everybody at least gets one fair warning. If it's flagrant abuse, then of course they can be permanently escorted from the room. But if it's just simple lack of understanding, let us not dogpile on them. We will give them a classy warning, point them to the chat rules, and say, keep it classy, my friends. And then if they continue to have repeat offenses, let's use timeouts. Not necessarily bans, use the clock icon when moderating and give somebody a timeout, and then we'll explain to them. Then if they keep on doing it, we start throwing the ban hammer around. Ha! Black Shawarma says, now that was scary. That's right, we've got some crazy things going on here. Old Ironberg says, welcome to the Classy Hat Club, indeed. Sorry. Cute little hardcore kitten says, Black Shawarma, I know, my volume is all the way up on headphones. It was fun. Alright. Point. Duly noted, my friend. Duly noted. Let me go and turn that down a little bit, if I can find it. I think I have. Do I have? Can I change the volume? Yeah, let me change the volume on my subscription. Sound volume, it's already at 50%. Let's put that at 25%. How about that? There you go. That way we don't burst all of your eardrums. When you do all the fine tuning, you get adjusted to the volume of this show. Oh, I already had that reduced for the follow alert. Okay. Let's check out donation alerts. By the way, I didn't have my donation alerts set up properly the last time I did the stream, but they are set up properly now, and I'm excited about that. Okay. Alright, let's do a test. Let's test the follow alert. That's nice. Okay, good volume. Let's test the subscription alert. There, how's that for volume? It's not quite so loud, right? Alright, let's test the donation alert. Okay, that's a little loud. I am Troy and I am gay is now following. Well, thank you for letting us know. We've all been wondering. And thank you for following. The sound volume on that is at 25. Let's dump that down to 20. Save settings. There we go. Alright, we got it. And then finally we've got test hosting alert. This is when someone else hosts my stream. There we go. Not too shabby. Alright, I think our volumes are doing good, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Harting says, you have now offended all of the epileptics on Twitch. Yeah. Well, it's easy to offend people these days. Gilbreth says, I'm afraid I'm not allowed to spend $5 to subscribe. So think of me more as a rogue subscriber, always in the shadows. That's fine, my friend. All I ask is that you show up to the program. Subscribing is an afterthought. We classy chaps don't talk about things as vulgar as money here on Scotch and Smokers. No, for sure. Money and Quaker children. Oh my goodness. Imagine Justin says, was that Anchorman? Yes, it was. Cute little hardcore kitten says, Nightbot, why you no talk to me? It's a bot. It's a robot. It can't talk. It has no voice. Remember I said I had this nifty new chat moderation thing? It's called Nightbot. That's the bot. He's a Nightbot. He's called Nightbot. And he bots my chat, sometimes even at night. But he helps keep all of the spam low in the Twitch chat. So he won't respond to you. Cute little hardcore kitten says robots can talk. I suppose that's true. I can't argue with that. All right. Gosh, are we already 23 minutes into the program? What is going on here? All right, we got to get to your fan art. Your fan art, ladies and gentlemen. So for those who don't know, we have a Facebook group on facebook.com/groups/Oxhorn. It's a hot day in here in Seattle. Does anyone know the temperature? I don't even know the temperature. Let me get this. It's a hot day in Seattle. I've got my windows open. I've got my fans blaring. We've got the garage door open. Man, it's just... Gotta find ways. Gotta find ways to cool off. But we've got fan art. What happens is you guys will submit your fan art to scotchandsmokerings.com. I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm talking about. You submit your fan art to the Facebook group. Apply to the Facebook group, and I will accept you. Fedora Bregoro says fan art and voice messages. Yes, keeping us on topic. Thank you very much. Okay, let me try. Yes, look at that. It's working. So, this one is by Damon LaRue, and he says, after I saw the little clip Oxhorn used for when someone follows him on the Friday show, I had to look up the full clip and share it with you, classy folk. And he shared 2 Fred Astaire clips. You'll recognize this guy from the following animation, right? The following animation that you see when somebody follows. Yes, he's got it. That's it right there. Oh, Fred Astaire. Can't get better than Fred Astaire. Great entertainer, ladies and gentlemen. Then there's this by Evan. Thank you very much. What? Oh, just got a donation. And I switched back just in time to see it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Let's see. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So we've got breakfast sushi submitted by Evandale Huker. And it says... Oh... And we just got Dragon Exiles now following. All right, I need to move the notifications over to my screen sharing so that they pop up. So I'm gonna try and monitor here so that you can all see the notifications. And look at this! It's breakfast sushi filled with tater tots, eggs, and wrapped in bacon. Oh my goodness, food beast! Look at that masterpiece. Now I have spoken negatively about sushi many times here on the program, but for that kind of sushi, I think I could convert. And this is a burger pizza by Robert Rain. Well, that looks exactly like what it says it is. A burger pizza. I'd try it. I'd try it. And we talked about that one. So then there's this one by Dawn Dennis, and it says, how to prepare tofu. Step 1, throw it in the trash. Step 2, grill some meat. Amen. I do think that is quite accurate. Then there's this by Greg Hartung. I saw this at a kind of hipster store called Earthbound Trading Company. The place itself might not satisfy your taste in things entirely, Oxhorn. However, since you did own a cat for a while, Toki was it? I figured you'd commend them for having such a classic piece of art for sale. And look at that fellow. It's a top hat wearing kitty cat in a penguin suit. Oh, I do miss little Toki, my kitty cat. Then there's this guy, Richard. He says, a fun way to smoke a pipe. And check it out. It's a lighter pipe. It's a lighter with a pipe built into it so that you can smoke your tobacco. I thought it was clever. Greg Hartung gives us this one. So Father's Day happened very recently. And he says, hats off to you, Dad. Your balanced combination of serious business in a reasonable and non-traumatic way. And leisure has put me on the right path. Not that I was troubled to begin with. Happy Father's Day. And I've met Greg's dad, and he is a gentleman and a scholar. So thank you for that. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the chat today. Then there's this monstrosity. Andy the DK decided to share this article with us called Opinions on Blue Beards. Ox, would you ever try doing this? And look, I hate to bring this up, but this is clearly shopped. These guys, this is clearly photoshopped. These fellows did not dye their beard teal. This is not a real dye job. And I know this because I actually know one of the guys in this photo shoot. Where is it? God, that's horrible. Oh my goodness. That's hard. Where is he? No, just keep. It gets worse and worse. Oh, they used I thought I saw. Where did it go? They used a photo of a guy I knew, and I know that the guy didn't dye his beard. So, I'm calling shop. It's all fake. Well, I can't see him now. Alright, I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm calling fake in all of this. This is clearly Photoshop. It's kind of like that article that came out that went wild on Facebook where it said, everyone who has a beard has feces in their beards. And I'm sitting here going, really? Come on, this is much of the same thing. They're just trying to make bearded guys look silly. So anyway, thank you for that one. Very, very fascinating. And then this one's from me. Here's the bombshell. Clarkson, Hammond, and May to make a new car show, likely to join Netflix. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They are likely to join Netflix. I'm pretty excited about that. I do miss those fine fellows. Flocus Sozun says, I donated at the wrong time. Thank you, Flocus Sozun. I do appreciate it. You did donate it. Hey, but this updated the ticker. See the ticker at the bottom? We got a donation from you. Thank you very much. We do appreciate your donations. Cute Little Hardcore Kitten says, I could dye my beard teal, but that would just make my chin teal. Yeah, that's what happens when you dye your beard teal. And that's the drawback. I mean, yeah, you could dye your beard teal, but then you would have a teal beard. I mean, it's not like we're all living in some anime. Oh no! Greg, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Oh, I didn't mean to bring up anime again. No, I'm definitely not talking in a negative fashion about anime in any way. No. I'm not saying that there are many animes out there where their characters have blue and pink and teal and rainbow colored hair. That's not what I'm saying, because that would be a stereotype. Stereotypes are bad. I'm sorry. Sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to. Just came out. Greg Hartung says, monstrosity! Although I think he was referring to the beards, and yeah, they are quite a monstrosity. I'm a cute little hardcore kitten says, oh, you done it now. Yeah, I know. Greg Hartung says, you're not wrong. Oddly colored hair is common in anime. There, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I got a factual response about my observations about anime. It does happen. Suddenly this is turning into a critique of anime chat again, and that's not me. Randarin says anime has some very good series. I'm with you. I've never denied that. Ever. It's never been coming out of my mouth in any negative way. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Have some scotch and a gentlemanly cigar. It's a wonderful, diverse world where we can enjoy what we all like. Bottoms up. W.S. Scott is in the chat today, and he says, "Hi, bearded man of awesome, i.e. Oxhorn." Thank you very much, my friend. Good to see you in the chat again. Barney Zero says, "Darn it, you offended me. Please don't talk about anime like that anymore." Alright. I rescind. I retract my observations about anime hair color. Dragon XL says, "Ox, ox, ox, ox! How would you react if you were in the next Super Smash Brothers game?" Barty Zero says, "I'm certainly not being sarcastic at all. Either. Isn't it that a front slash S that's supposed to denote sarcasm in typing? I'm not even sure. Hey, I'd love to be in Super Smash Brothers. Why not? If anyone knows anyone at Nintendo, just let them know and say, hey, we've got this guy named Oxhorn. He'd be an excellent character. You should put him in your game. And I would be down for that. Chaotic Enigma 452 says, excuse me, my allergies. What is that tasty beverage for the evening? Today we are drinking some Ballantine's fine blended Scotch whiskey. As much as I love Scoresby, and I do, I've been really enjoying Ballantine's as of late. This is a little bit higher on the shelf than Scoresby, but not much. They sometimes share the same shelf. Yes, voice messages. Thank you, Greg. Almost forgot. Let me pull them up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I do have the opportunity for you all to leave your own voice messages for the show. If you go to our Twitch chat, you're going to find a link towards the bottom that says leave a message. Use that. Alright. Heatherism says blended single malt. No. It's not blended single malt. It's blended Scotch whiskey. You can't have a blended single malt. You can just have blended or single malt. One or. Black Sharma says, so are we fired? No. See, a bot is only as intelligent as its programmer. And since this bot's programmer was me, there's a lot of room for improvement. So I don't catch everything. This bot doesn't catch everything. You know what, Shawarma? If something happens and we don't catch it, Black Shawarma, you're not irrelevant. It's okay. I need you. You. And nobody but you. Shawarma, please, I beg. Don't go. Please stay. We need your aged wisdom. Thank you. Alright, first message of the day. Andy the DK is on the program. Andy the DK, what would you like to say?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Stormwind City, it's Quickfire Questions! And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's your host with the most. Here's Andy the DK. Thank you, Johnny, and welcome everyone to another Thursday night episode of Quickfire Questions. I'm your host, Andy the DK. Now, let's get to introducing our contestant. Mr. Oxhorn the Bearded Beardsman is our current champion with over 50 games of Quickfire Questions played.
Okay.
Ox, are you ready for tonight's special edition of Quickfire Questions?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
It's all about Heroes of the Storm. Okay. So, let's get into your questions.
I'm going to fail. I do
Question
not know that game.
Number 1. In Heroes of the Storm, on the map Garden of Terror, how many seeds does your team need to collect in order to summon the Garden Terror monster? Question number 2.
5.
In Heroes of the Storm, what is the place called that all heroes do battle in? Question number 3. In Heroes of the Storm, what is the only Blizzard Classic hero available to play? Thank you, Ox, for answering, and thank you, everyone, for participating. As always, I am your host, Andy the DK, saying good night, all. Take care.
Blizzard Classic.
Signing off.
Blizzard Classic? What do you mean by that? Blizzard Classic Hero? Blizzard Classic. What's classic? Like, pre-World of Warcraft? Vikings? Heathenism says Nexus Vikings. Cute Little Hardcore Kitten says Arthas, clearly. Yeah, but you can beat Jaina and Arthas and Thrall and all these guys, can't you? Gentleman Badger says, like, classic meaning not from their 3 franchises. So, like, Rock and Roll Racing. Oh! Nightwing? I have no idea! What made you think I would be able to answer any of these questions? I have not played Heroes of the Storm for like 3 years. It's been a very long time. Heathenism got all 3, says Andy the DK. Oh! 100, Nexus, and Vikings were the answers. Oh, well, congratulations, Heathenism. You guys know more about gaming than I do, so I'm glad you guys are here to answer these for me. 100, Nexus, Lost Vikings, says Greg Harton. Okay. I didn't know you could be the Vikings in Heroes of the Storm. Madman Max says you were playing it last week, Ox. Yeah, I logged on and shot a 30-minute video playing it, and I did not do well. But hey, at least I got my feet wet. We may be able to play it again in the future, but we've got more messages to get through. Next up, more Andy the DK. Andy the DK, do you have another one?
Hello, Oxhorn. Andy the DK here. Hope you enjoyed that previous episode of Quickfire Questions, my friend.
I did.
Tonight I have something actually to talk to you about. So,
Okay.
last weekend I went to see Jurassic Park,
Lay it
the
on.
new Jurassic World, it's called.
Okay.
And you know, it was weird. As I was watching the movie, I actually realized something. Now, a lot of people may say or have different opinions than me, but on this issue, you know, I heard someone talking about how
Subscribing
humans
to it,
were made to be vegan
Cheers.
and were made to only eat vegetables and stuff like that because of the fact that our teeth, our back teeth, are made for grinding. They're not sharp like T-Rex's teeth.
Right.
But I want to get your opinion on this, Ox. What do you think about the fact that people say that our the human body and the human mouth structure and all that is made to be a herbivore and not a carnivore? But, yeah. So, thanks, Ox. And just something to ponder over. Andy the DK, signing out. Stay classy, my friend.
Great thoughts. I think that using teeth as an example for why we're supposed to be vegetarians is the worst example you could possibly use, because yes, we do have these nice flat teeth back here, but what are these? They're called your canines, because canines eat meat with them, right? And they look like canine teeth. So we do have these canines right here, which are designed to pierce flesh. That's what they're supposed to do. That is their sole purpose. Which means we're supposed to be omnivores. That's right. There are herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores. Carnivores, which make a living exclusively off of eating meat. Herbivores, which live exclusively off of vegetables. And omnivores, which are a huge segment of the animal population, which live off of both meat and vegetables. Why would such a huge swath of mammalian life evolve to be omnivores, but the most successful one, us, was really supposed to be an herbivore? Wouldn't it make much more sense that the most successful species in Earth's history had the widest array of food available to him? And that could only be if he was an omnivore and could eat both meat and vegetables. That's why. Oh, all right, Dragon Exile. I'm gonna unban you. So, read the chat. Sorry, I need to tweak the robot a little bit. I need to tweak it. It just banned Dragon XL for using all caps. So, I'll work on it. It's not perfect. Kurozix says, Hiya, Oxhorn. Hi there, Kurozix. Pleasure to have you in the chat today. Alright, we've got a few more recorded messages. Next up is the mischievous Madman Max. You were on the program today. What is on your mind?
Greetings, Oxhorn. It is the mischievous Madman Max here. Many swords get great names. I would like you to name 3 swords from Great Britain that you may know without going
Excalibur.
Sword in the Stone or Excalibur.
Ah!
Because, you know, they're easy ones to get, and we here at Scotch and Smoke Rings are educated folk. So, have a lovely evening and enjoy your Scotch.
Glamdring. Right? Tolkien was British. And Sting. And alright, so there's 2. The Spear of Cahulin? I don't know. That's the best I can do. You have to let me know if there are any others. Hazy Toxic Death says, we aren't the best species ever made on Earth because we haven't even outlasted how long the dinosaurs have lived. Meaning, they are the best species. Well, you're assuming that best is defined by longevity of species. And if we're going to be using that as our yardstick, then really, bacteria are the best species, right? Because there are strains of bacteria that have existed on this planet long before the dinosaurs ever existed. So I don't know. It really kind of depends. The way that and I don't even know if I said best. Let's take away the word best, right? And let's focus on most successful. What's the only species that has been to space and visited other planets, right? What's the only species that has successfully tamed other species? Okay, so there are predatory animals that are parasitic animals that can become parasites on others and use them for mind control and all of that. But I'm talking about taming. When you're not controlling their minds or wooing them, we're really the only species that has done that, right? So, you know, I'm not going to get into a yardstick competition about what species is the best, and then, you know, the guys who consider themselves reptilian on the inside are going to take offense to that, claiming that I'm mammal-centric or something. I'm not going to... Look, this isn't Tumblr. Let's kind of get ourselves out of that frame of mind and just say that, yeah, we are the most advanced species, whether or not we've lived for a long time. We are. We just are. Vamek says we've broken out of the food chain. That's true, we did. Alright, yeah, that's right. Narsil and Glamdring, that's right. Madman Max isn't buying it. He says, Clarent, a sword of peace, meant for knighting and ceremonies as opposed to battle, which was stolen and then used to kill Arthur by Mordred, and then Galantine, the name of the sword given to Sir Arthur by the Lady of the Lake. That's right. You know a lot about Arthurian legend, my friend. Okay, plowing through these audio messages. Next up, we've got Fedoro Gregoro. What's on your mind?
Hail, Oxhorn. It is I, Fedoro Gregoro. A couple of weeks ago, I suggested a little segment near the beginning of the show where all of us followers conjure images of tantalizing cuisine so delicious you'll go hungry for the remainder of the show. Tonight, I decided to take a little more direct approach, utilizing my intrepid voice for the segment I like to call Sustenance and Suffering. If you have already consumed dinner, please disregard the following message.
Right.
If not, Enjoy.
Oh dear. Alright, here we go.
A filet mignon purged of all unwelcome fat to yield only juicy flesh, grilled to a perfect medium well with temperatures exceeding upwards of 400 degrees, served on a piping hot plate and smothered in garlic butter, with a warm, divine baked potato with crumbled 100% real applewood smoked bacon sprinkled all over. And what better dessert than a locally baked, fresh from the oven pecan pie, topped with a small yet sufficient scoop of cinnamon ice cream and whipped cream to conclude a legendary feast. I encourage my fellow Oxhorn followers to contribute to this segment. Have a swell evening.
Derp Night Gaming says, this sounds like 50 Shades of Food. It does indeed, man. Put this in novel form and it's going to be an Amazon sensation, my friend. Greg, you're the next J.K. Rowling. Just put this... You don't need pictures. Just make an audiobook of your voice describing cinnamon ice cream and pecan pie. You'll make a mint. I'm serious. Gentleman Badger says, Greg, you could easily host your own show. I agree. You've got the voice for it, my friend. You and Andy the DK have really good announcer voices. You can speak from the diaphragm. All right, last one is Jonath. You were on the program today. What's on your mind, good sir?
Greetings, Oxhorn. This is Jonath. How are you doing tonight, classy sir?
Very well, thank you.
I do have a few questions tonight, so I'll get right to it. What is your definition of an entrepreneur? Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur? And at which point did this realization come to you? Thank you for your time, good sir. Look forward to tonight's show as always, and stay classy.
Stay classy, my friend. Great question. Wasn't expecting a question like that. Well, yeah, I do consider myself an entrepreneur. My family has had an entrepreneurial spirit for a very long time. My dad owned every business he ever worked for. My mom owns a business today. And in addition to my day job, I've owned a number of side gigs. I even to this day own a small consulting business. So yeah, I'd consider myself to be an entrepreneur. How would I define entrepreneurship? Well, I guess I would define an entrepreneur as someone who has a lot of personal ambition and is willing to take personal risks to not just see success, but to really build something that wasn't there already. And you can find a lot of entrepreneurs in startups, even if they're not founding the startup themselves. It takes an entrepreneurial spirit to get the same vision that somebody else has for a new company or a new piece of software and join up and really work hard on it. So, yeah, I've got great respect for entrepreneurs. All right. Black Shawarma says, well, that ruins it. The juices from the fat add flavor while cooking. You'll get charcoal with all of it carved off. And I do have to agree. Well, my wife agrees with you, Greg Hartung. She doesn't like any fat at all in her steaks. My favorite steak is a nice ribeye. Ribeye is well marbled, which means that it's got the fat from the animal in between the muscles and the meat. It makes it just really flavorful and juicy. Jonas says, hey Oxhorn, my Twitch ID is JC84JC00. If I use Jonath in it, would that help you in the future? Absolutely. It certainly would. Madman Max says, the deadliest weapon is fire. And Black Shawarma says wrong, Max. It's woman. All right, so we're gonna be. We've angered the anime crowd, and we've angered the vegetarian crowd. Now we're gonna be angering the female crowd. All right, let's just do it. Let's throw it down. Let's offend everyone we possibly know. This is what we do at Scotch and Smoke Rings. We just say controversial things. I kid. Bring it on, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right, let's get some Hearthstone up here because we're all right, the episode's going to go a little longer than our allotted time because it has taken us quite a while to get through everything. You guys have been so prolific in your fan art and your voice messages that we've just been chatting. We've been having a nice conversation this entire time. All right, we've had a bunch of people trying to vote on what the name of what your name should be, because apparently it's a tradition on Twitch that viewers of a particular show are named. And we have Classy Army out there as one. We'll have to take a vote. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yay, it's working. All right, taking brawl challenges. Doing Tavern Brawl only today, ladies and gentlemen. Tavern Brawl only. Okay, come on, what's going on? There we go. And yes, I do have a deck ready. And it's a little different than you're used to seeing here on Scotch and Smoke Rings, so be prepared for something new. Holy mother of lag, Batman. Uh-oh, what is going on here? Please don't make me... Okay, here we go.
Jaina versus Brawl.
Greg Hartung! It's a pleasure to meet you on the field of battle. Let us do this thing. There we go, Greg. What have you got on your plate today? Black Shawarma says, did he buy cards? No, I do not buy cards. Instead, I got a lot of cards from both Naxxramas and Blackrock Spire. Blackrock Mountain, I should say. Oh my goodness, what is going on with this lag? I'm not on Wi-Fi either, and the stream isn't being interrupted, so I'm a little lost as to why we're having lag today. Okay, let's see here. Now, I don't know the answer to this question, but let's try it and see what happens. Yes! Oh, but they both went that way. Greg Hartung says I had a bit of lag earlier, so it might be the servers. Okay.
Job's done.
Well, then it's not me. It's the servers. Ironbark says I actually prefer it when we get to make our own decks, though I understand the thrill of the crazy decks from last week. Yeah, last week was a lot of fun. I'll risk it. No, I won't risk it.
Job's done. Feed you to master.
Fugin!
Flame on.
He goes, no more Fugin.
Job's done. My hand is too full.
Alright, Greg. Stop hoarding your cards now. Cigarlick says if you're having a tavern brawl, you should play some tavern piano music. I should. That's a great idea. Oh dear. Sludge Belcher. Rubbish, I say.
What to do?
I have the power!
Your choice, my friend. By the way, I don't think I got my banana. Wasn't I supposed to get a banana? When my zombie chow guy died? Oh! Rough stuff.
Serve the Fire Lord.
I'm just not getting lucky. It's a lot of fun, though.
Time runs out on you.
All right. Madman next to run this Oxhorn, you know when you say bollocks in your anger, you are being unclassy. As it is a swear word. Just thought I would notify you, good sir. Okay. But it's not in America. But, you know what? Alright, that's a good point. I will refrain from being unclassy. I'll try to be better. Well, that did me no good.
Time runs out on you.
Job's done.
Yeah, there's something wrong with their servers. I can really feel some lag in there. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but I can feel it. Madman Max says you may say flippantry as an alternative. Alright, I shall try to say flippantry. Rubbish also works. It's a personal favorite of mine, says Gentleman Badger. Whoa! What's going on here? Alright. You got your Sky Golem guy, okay.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Job's done.
There, we shall try that. Gentleman Badger says, I feel an Oxhorn coming. Don't pull an Oxhorn, you can win! Oh! That's a tough customer. Ironbark says, Boulder Dash! Flippity gibbets!
Online.
Oh, you! Battlecry, give a friendly mech 2-2.
Push forward.
Job's done.
All right, Gregoro Fedoro, we can do this. Rotten banana. No, Stalag. Ah, no, you've got both of them. Oh no. Oh, you're pulling out Thaddeus now. Oh my gosh. What was that? That is not even right, my friend. Oh, nice combination there. Well. One must do what one can to delay what one knows is the inevitable. My goodness, well done, sir. Gentleman Badger says, that's pure evil, Greg, and I'm a warlock. Ha! Oh! Oh!
Well played.
Well
You
played.
made this
Oh, what? You've got Thaddeus on the board, and you pull a hard time. Well done, Mr. Harton. Well done. All right. Oh, gosh. Yes. Yes. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Yes. Okay. I just hope I get into one. I have no idea who I'm going to be battling now. All of these duels. Well done, Greg. Nicely played.
Jaina versus Medivh!
Medivh!
The games begin.
You asked for it.
You've got Medivh. Wow. Congratulations, sir. That is a handy hero portrait you've got there. Horrible hand.
Hello there. Job's done.
Andy the DK says, Ox, perhaps next week we can play Heroes of the Storm. Maybe. I'll try to keep all my fans happy, but I'll publish my Heroes of the Storm video from last week. And you'll notice that I didn't do very well. So,
Job's done.
in this game, I'm much more comfortable. But, you know, variety is the spice of life, so they say. Goldbreath says, gotta run, I'll see you next week. See you next week, Goldbreath. Ooh. Golden Taunts.
stop me. Nothing.
Nothing except maybe Oxhorn? We shall see. Cute little hardcore kitten says, this game is so HD! I can see all of the colors. Indeed.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Job's done.
Just trying to stay alive. I'm staying alive, staying alive. Ooh. Oh, dearie me. Oh, goodness gracious. Right! That's it!
Push forward.
Job's done.
I see how it's gonna go. I'm gonna be spamming that at me the entire game.
Power flows through me.
Oh, it's just one. Interesting. Okay. Woo! Alright, how's this gonna work?
Push forward.
Let's try that on for size. Alex Wolf says, Oxhorn, what was your first computer?
Frogzor.
My first computer was an HP. Store-bought thing. It was like 800 bucks. But then my next computer after that, I built myself. Taught myself how to build computers. Ah, try that.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Oh, I know that card. Well done.
I serve the Fire Lord.
try that. Derp9 Gaming says, okay, Ox, now I know you said that if you get $5 million you would make machinima again, but if someone was to start up a Kickstarter, how much would you think you would need? 5 million? Black Shorma says 5 million. He ain't kidding. Yeah, I'll take 5 million, please. Oh, what's this? Alex Straza. Pure evil.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Hell's flame on. Serve the Fire Lord.
Pure evil, Mr. Ironbark. How dare you have Alex Straza? Oh, God blimey.
Taste the mana.
No! No! What are you doing? Oh! Oh my gosh! What is going on? What are you doing? Oh! 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 What do I do? Okay,
I wonder.
My sincerest apologies.
yeah, I bet you're sorry. Et, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Time runs out on me.
Okay, well, we're there. Let's see what happens. Alex Straza is a hard card to beat.
Serve the Fire Lord.
Someday I'll be just like you. I am ready.
Shawarma says if he gets to 5 million, I'm going for back pay. 500 times what I make now. Oh wait, he says, indeed. No! No! Don't tear up my guy! Oh, my guy! Oh, what? How many of those do you have left? Oh! Oh, that's a killer card! Oh. This is exhausting!
Job's done.
Not much I can do, ladies and gentlemen.
Well played.
Well played, Medivh. Nicely done, Ironbark. Well played
My
indeed.
sincerest apologies.
Northwind Wolf says, wait, Oxhorn, if we were to say grats to you, would you take offense because grat is one of your invented swear words? Hadn't thought of that before. Very clever. No, I would not, because Swear words can sometimes be terms of endearment.
You asked.
I'm not going to give you any examples, but in some cultures, using a swear word, and amongst friends, like say you're Australian, for example, cussing at your friend is not necessarily meant to be a slander. Sometimes it's a compliment.
Hello there.
So if you say grats Oxhorn, I'll say cheers matey.
Nothing can stop me.
Well, that was fun, says
Nothing.
Ironbark. Cheers. Cheers back at you, buddy. Cheers back at you, buddy.
Dragno, stupid!
Alright. Trying that on. Hardcore Ken says, quickly change the conversation. Man, airport food is crazy, am I right? Indeed. Man, that airport food, it'd be crazy.
Job done.
Something needs tinkering?
Or blimey. Fedoro Gregoro is now following. Thank you very much, my classy chap.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Job's done.
Ah, touche.
Frogzor. Some still funny.
Push forward.
Job's done.
Ironbark says, nice. I want ice cream now. This song.
Just like you.
Oh no! Oh, rubbish. Fail sauce.
My sincerest apologies.
I bet you're sorry. I bet you're sorry.
Push forward.
Time runs out on me.
Job's done.
There you go, taste that omelet.
I see.
Dragon XL says, what is the secret to being a great streamer? I've got many, but my biggest secret is the hat. All of my broadcasting powers are bestowed upon me with use of the hat. You leave me no other choice but to... Ah! What you looking at? But you know what this means? Next turn, things will be different. Uh-oh.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh. Oh. Ouch! Pain! Let's see what we can do here.
Serve the Fire Lord.
Well played.
Time runs out on you.
All right. I had to do a little bit of math there, ladies and gentlemen. I was pulling out my elementary school adding lessons. Hopefully I did not disappoint.
That was folly.
Old Ironbark says, Ox, you should do a contest to see who can make the best emotes for your Twitch chat. It's an excellent idea. Maybe I should do that.
Like to play with fire?
Uh-oh. Oh, well done. Well done, my friend.
I am ready.
Okay.
Serve the Fire Lord.
Played.
Flame on. Job's done.
But that doesn't mean I'm still in the game.
Trogzor. Trogzor.
Oh, rubbish! And yet, one has hope, ladies and gentlemen. Fancy Badger! Woo! Got that card right at the last moment, too. Oh my goodness, that was a high-octane game of Hearthstone, ladies and gentlemen. High octane. Ah. Didn't work. Sorry about that. They kicked me off. Let's try this again. If the dual challenge failed, just try again. Sometimes that happens if two people try to duel me at the same time. Quickly, while my hand is still on the mouse, otherwise I'm going to go take a drink, and then you're going to duel me, and I'll be scrambling to click accept. There we go. There we go. Paladin. Disrespect, or disrespect says, hey man, you don't know me, but I remember watching all your videos and your podcasts back when I was in high school. It's cool to see you're still doing well. I remember even joining your guild. That's awesome. You rock, my friend. Okay, just in case. Old Ironbark says you should have attacked before you switched to attack and health box. I did. That's what I did do, didn't I? I thought I did that. Isn't that what I did?
Well met.
Maybe that's what I meant to do and didn't actually do. Well met, Valden.
Hello.
He says, I remember me and a friend would always sing Great Kodo and Gnome Overboard, lol, and I still have your CD on my iTunes. That rocks. Alright, let's try that. Secrets. I hate secrets.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, let's try this on for size.
I serve the Fire Lord.
Okay.
Get down! Job's done.
Oh, wow.
Reporting
At least
for
I'm
duty.
piling through all your secrets there, my friend. Whoa! It did it
Well
again?
played.
Is that because it was a secret and you played the secret and that was a spell? I guess it must have. That's crazy! Oh man, I'm tearing through your secrets. Nicely done, Oxhorn. Well done yourself.
I wonder.
Put this apple on your head.
Gentleman Badger says this tavern brawl is intense, but I think it involves more math than Ox and I are used to. Yeah, ones and zeros are hard. Ones and zeros are hard. Let's see if I get lucky. And I don't.
Flame on.
Uh-oh.
done.
Holy cow, how many secrets do you have in this deck? Jiminy Crickets! Disrespect is not following. Thank you, Disrespect. The pleasure is all mine. Derpinite Gaming says, so Ox, which Tavern Brawl do you like better? Well, they're both great in their own ways. I really enjoyed being able to use 2 pre-built decks. And I really enjoyed being able to,
Reporting for duty.
ouch. Well done. And I enjoy being able to work on my own deck, so this is fun.
Reporting for duty.
Holy cow. Okay, this is crazy. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try that on for size. Disrespect says, Oxhorn, do you still make videos on YouTube with Mortus and the gang? I do not. I retired from my World of Warcraft machinima video making in the summer of 2013 when I released my final movie, Into the Tin. Now I am a full-time marketing professional, and in my free time, I do this. Good old Scotch and smoke rings.
Job done. My hand is too full.
Uh-oh. Valden, gonna have to do something about that, my friend. Oh! Rubbish! Poppycock!
Reporting for duty.
Well done.
Job's done.
Alright, let's try that out. Kimi-san says, hi all. Hi there, Kimi-san. Pleasure to see you.
Put this apple on your head.
Greg Hartung says, you and me, are the only you and me, Gentleman Badger? I think everyone else has migrated to Twitch. Whoa, I just realized, and said Gentleman Badger. Well, we'll make sure that, I'll make sure to have the live stream chat somewhere on scotchandsmokerings.com so that those who are afraid of change will be able to have something to
Reporting
keep
for
them happy.
duty.
And you know what? Where's Flame Strike when I need it? Ah!
My hand is too full.
This is just... This, ugh. Oh, for Pete's sake. I am getting torn up. Balandi Belm says, what's your opinion on Kylie Jenner turning into Kim Kardashian? Oh, you know, everyone in that family seems to like changing into things that they really want. More power to them, right? Just a guy with a cigar. Valden, you're doing very well.
Reporting for duty. Must move quickly.
Look at my cards, guys. They gave me all of these. Oh no! Oh, well done. Well done indeed. Good game, Valden. Nicely done. Alright, I've got one more brawl I've got time for. One more, ladies and gentlemen. And then I shall call it a night. It'll be smoke ship time. Old Ironbark says my beard's turning white. Don't feel too bad. I just turned 31.
You asked for it.
I do have my stray white hairs as well.
Hello there.
Gentleman Badger says, no issue here moving to Twitch. Simply wanted to spend a final night here in these hallowed grounds. Indeed, good friends, indeed.
Job's done.
Oh dear. Nicely done, Fancy Badger.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Have a banana.
Done.
Andy the DK says, Zox, I hope you keep streaming all the way up to when your beard is full gray, for then I shall call you Grand Ox the Wizard. Indeed. Indeed.
Time runs out on
Let's
me.
keep that for now. Oh no! Well done. Oh man.
Life's
My
insidious.
hand is too full.
Yeah, I bet you're sorry.
Job's done.
It's still anyone's game, Mr. Fancy Badger.
By the power of
Oh no.
I have the
Yes, yes, yes.
drag no stupid.
Time runs out on me.
Let's try that. Oh no, he says you are not prepared. Don't tell me this is Monsieur Illidan Storm Range.
Prepared.
Well done.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
Have to.
Ollie.
Not sure where this is going, ladies and gents. Well, that didn't seem to help. These bananas are bananas. Oh god. Woo! Come on. What? Oh my goodness. Oh!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Job's done.
My goodness. Well played, good sir. Can't even going on? So many things are happening. Oh my goodness. Well done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we had our fair share of victories and our fair share of thumpings. And that's okay. That is the hallmark of a balanced game, right? If I were to win every game, well, that just wouldn't be fun for the fans now, would it? Old Ironbark says, Ox was not prepared for this game. Indeed, I was not prepared for that. Gentleman Badger says, that was a rush. Indeed. Nightknife74 says, so should you call your followers the Bowler Band? Maybe the Bowler Band or Classy Cartel? We'll have to come up with a good name, ladies and gentlemen. ATM Restitution says, what's up, man? I'm here from that Phantom Morgrade. Well, thank you so much for coming. Show is getting ready to wind up, but I'm glad you made it to the chat. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the program when we do a smoke ship, where I blow into existence a ship that did not exist previously. This is my one and only piece of modern art. Chief Smash says, the Royal Society of Imbibers. Cheers. What are your smoke ship ideas? Gentleman Badger says, all of the classy fans, including King Bronzebeard, relaxing by the fire with a nice gentlemanly and some scotch in the Grim Guzzler, while we share stories of our vast adventures across Azeroth, play some Hearthstone, and enjoy a live in-person special of Scotch and Smoke Rooms. While under the mountain, Ox learns that a cigar lit by Blackrock's flame will never cease to burn, allowing him to construct perhaps his most legendary ship yet. The ship is constructed in a joint effort with each fan contributing to the big picture. It, in fact, became so vast and detailed that it had become a reality, with everyone joining Ox atop the galleon of smoke to plunder the riches of Silvermoon and Darnassus in the name of bacon. A fight? Count me in, he says. Nicely done. Greg Hartung says, Oxhorn, capturing a colossal carnivore catamaran, conquering the crashing waves of the Kola Canal, while Fedoro Gregoro mans the carne asada cannons to settle his personal vendetta against one of his least favorite fruit and Hearthstone minions, King Mukla, in his banana armada, as they hurl rotten banana harpoons in hopes to spoil the vessel with the fruit best served in smoothies or not served at all. Wow, well done. We've got some good ones today, ladies and gentlemen. Shawarma says, and now Shawarma's lazy rip-off smoke ship. Ahem. A thick, juicy cheeseburger with a hot dog and potato chips in the hands of all-American model Samantha Hoops. In a hot tub. In a pickup truck. Driven by an American bull rider. On an aircraft carrier. Under the gaze of Lady Liberty. Because America. Enjoy your freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Shawarma. Well done. America. The band bowler, says Shawarma. Alright, hard to make a decision today. Let's go with Gentleman Badger. You put a lot of thought and energy into that, and it has everything in it. So here we go. Pay close attention, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, did you see it? There for the briefest of moments, but we saw all of the classy fans, including King Bronzebeard. relaxing by the fire with a nice gentlemanly and some scotch in the Grim Guzzler while we share stories of our vast adventures across Azeroth, play some Hearthstone, and enjoy a live and in-person special of Scotch and Smoke Rings. While under the mountain, Ox learns that a cigar lit in Blackrock's flame will never cease to burn, allowing him to construct perhaps the most legendary ship yet. This ship is constructed in a joint effort, with each fan contributing to the big picture. It, in fact, became so vast and detailed that it had become a reality, with everyone joining Ox atop the galleon of smoke to plunder the riches of Silvermoon and Darnassus. In the name of bacon! A fight? Count me in. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Ulfer17 says, these smoke ships are becoming more like smoke short stories. They are. We should collect these and publish them in a compendium. Nicely done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings here on a really hot, sweltering Seattle summer's eve. We had a great time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for merging over to Twitch for me. I'm going to be getting the chat up on Scotch and Smoke Rings here shortly. Shorma says, Ox, before you go, might I share the link to the ad? You can watch it after the show and laugh. You can try. I don't know if the bot puts mods in timeout. I think mods are okay. We'll see. You can try, and if it puts you in timeout, I'll put you in untimeout. And that's the end of the cigar. Perfect timing, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect timing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Be sure to tune in next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel at scotchandsmokerings.com. And be sure, my friends, yeah, it didn't ban you. I'll watch that commercial. And be sure, my friends, that you always, upon always, stay classy. I didn't forget the shimmy. I'm not forgetting the shimmy. Let me shimmy while I wash down the Scotch and cigar smoke with water.